Hello and welcome back to another video. So today's video I'm going to share with you our Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party outfits. It's a mouthful, isn't it? So if you've been following along with our channel, you'll know that we're going back to Florida very soon, and while we're there we're also booked to go and see Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. Now that will be the first time for us because we've never been to Walt Disney World at Halloween time. We have been to Disneyland Paris at Halloween because that's Oscar's birthday is in October, so we normally tend to try and do something special for his birthday, but never Walt Disney World, so I'm very excited for that. Now we have done one of the parties before. When we visited in November 2019, we went to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, and if I'm honest, I was a bit disappointed and I'm slightly hesitant about Mickey's Not So Scary because everything looks amazing at the parties. The extra characters, the parades, the special fireworks, the snacks, the exclusive merch. Like, there's so much to like about that. But what is off-putting is the price, because the separate ticketed events obviously come with a separate cost for those tickets, and depending on when you're booking for, the price is sort of seasonal dependent. So the earlier you go in the season tends to be cheaper versus the later you go, and therefore the closer to Christmas or Halloween the ticket prices go up. So it's pretty expensive on top of what you've already paid for your normal park ticket. Now for the parties, if you were maybe staying off-site or doing a Universal trip and not actually going to Disney World and therefore don't have Disney tickets, what you can do is just buy the ticketed ticket. Say ticket one more time. What you can do is just buy the ticket for the party, and that will allow you entry from party time, which officially is from sort of like 7 PM, but you can go in earlier, I believe. Obviously we will have Disney tickets and we will be doing a Magic Kingdom day on our party day, and then assume taking a break during the day to go back and get changed and whatnot. So when we did Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, we were a bit disappointed because the ticket price was high. It was very busy, like ridiculously busy. I was expecting, because it was a separate ticketed event, that it would actually be quite quiet, and that's kind of what I heard, is that it's really easy to get on the rides, you're not really queuing for anything, you're not having to queue for like food and the snacks and things because it's so quiet. But that wasn't our experience at all. Actually, we thought it was probably one of the busier days that we experienced on our entire November trip. And yeah, it was just crazy with the amount of people, and it felt like you just had to queue up for everything hours and hours and hours in advance of doing it, otherwise you wouldn't get a very good spot. So for example, the parade, I know there's two parades, one at an earlier time, one at a slightly later time. The advice from places like DFB Guide is to always do the later parade because it's usually quieter because people with children are leaving. Obviously we're the people with children, so we needed to see the earlier one, and despite getting there about an hour ahead of parade time, there was literally just no space whatsoever and we couldn't see a thing, and that was disappointing when you've paid extra for a ticketed event and you expect a different level of service, I guess. Well, certainly we expected it to be quieter. Anywho, obviously for Mickey's Not So Scary, we've seen everything that's going on. As I've mentioned multiple times, we're huge Nightmare Before Christmas fans, so we really wanted to book it and go and enjoy it. I guess now we've probably got our expectations set from Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. It is going to be busy and there is going to be a lot of people, so I guess expectations set. Hopefully we won't be disappointed this time because we'll come to expect that, and anything else will be a bonus. Another benefit of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is that you can dress up, and normally Disney obviously they have to protect the service and other guests, so as adults you can't dress up as characters because that causes character confusion, hence why Disney banned so much, because that is permitted. So we were thinking about what we wanted to dress up as for the party, and obviously we wanted to do something that was a trio or part of a group, something that kind of ties us all in together. And we did have a couple of suggestions. We liked the idea of being the 3 caballeros, and if you've watched our February trip, that was the theming in Coronado Springs, and we watched the film when we came back and we really enjoyed it, so we thought 3 caballeros, we could do that. But then when I looked into it, I thought, well, we're gonna have to spend quite a bit of money to pull those outfits together, because we didn't really have anything already existing that would kind of accommodate that. I didn't want to spend a load of money on something that maybe we're only going to wear once, so we kind of binned that idea. Then we thought about things like the 3 little pigs, but to me, yes, there is a Disney version, but I don't think it screams Disney. I think if we were all dressed as pigs, I don't think you would really think, oh wow, I know what that, well obviously I'm sure you would see that we dress like pigs, but I don't think you would really get the connection. So then we were just thinking maybe Alice in Wonderland and Cheshire Cat, maybe Mad Hatter, but we weren't massively keen on that. It was a family decision, so we ended up at Winnie the Pooh and the 100-Acre Wood. So that idea actually worked out quite well because I already had a Winnie the Pooh bound. So previously I had picked up this yellow little play suit. It's a play suit with shorts, it's got big pockets on the front and it's got tie straps. And this one I thought, well that's a really cute Winnie the Pooh bound. And to go with that I picked up a bright red t-shirt which is perfect for Winnie. Now what I'm thinking is if it's a bit chilly, which sure it won't be, hopefully it won't be, and the play suit is no good, then in here I do have somewhere a bright yellow skirt that I've worn for a Winnie the Pooh bound and a Snow White bound. It's very multi-purpose. So if that doesn't work, then I've got that with the t-shirt as well. But I wanted to get some Winnie the Pooh ears because I have got Pooh ears as in like little bear type ears, but I wanted something that was more obviously Winnie the Pooh. And I found the most perfect ears, and these are from Laura Rose Treasures. Are they not the most perfect ears that you've ever seen, ever? I've mentioned it before, but Winnie the Pooh is like the OG of my favourite characters, and I know like Pete mocks me as well for this. All of the characters are your favourite, I know, but really he actually is. And look at this, it's just so gorgeous. So it's got his little cute face on one side and it is so padded, it is like a plush stuck on ears, it's amazing. On this side we got a little bee trail and a little tiny bee, and then right in the middle we've got a very plushy ear band. Oh my god, they are really comfortable as well. I have to say, all of the handmade ears that I've been buying recently are so comfortable, which is what you want, but I just love it. I think that, to me, very obviously screams Pooh. So then we needed to sort characters for Pete and Oscar. Now I suggested to Pete that he might want to be Christopher Robin, but he wasn't so keen on that, so he went for, can you guess? Eeyore. And this is custom made for us from our friends over at Bearded Unicorn, and they have also very kindly provided me with a discount code. I will link their shop in the description box, and the discount code is Annie, and that's for 10% off orders over £15. But how amazing is that? That is so cute and very Eeyore-esque. Now I asked Pete if he wanted any matching ears to go with his Eeyore tee, because there are some matching ones like this, but he declined. He much prefers wearing hats in the Florida heat, but obviously the tail on the back I think definitely gives it away. And then we had Oscar's costume, and he had the choice of Tigger, Piglet, originally Eeyore before Pete picked any of the characters that he wanted, and he chose Tigger. And this t-shirt, I had something in mind of what I wanted and I couldn't find anything anywhere. So again, our friends over at Bearded Unicorn have made this up and it's absolutely perfect. So it's very similar to the Eeyore t-shirt in the fact that it's got like the print on the front, but then it's got his tail on the back. How amazing is that? But for Oscar, I wanted to see like how we could pair it. So Pete, I'm sure with his Eeyore tee will probably go with some like blue shorts or something that, you know, is still on theme and kind of ties it all in together. But for Tigger, that's a little bit more difficult. So I was looking for like orange leggings, orange tights. I'm sure he wouldn't have loved that. Orange, it's quite difficult to get anything orange because, well, it's probably not a colour that people are wearing very often. However, I found the perfect thing. Look at these. So these are actually pajama bottoms, and actually they'll be perfect because they're super comfy. Now they are a bit long, but they're cuffed around the ankle and they're very lightweight because they're pajamas. So how amazing is Oscar gonna look dressed like Tigger? And then I was thinking about a Loungefly and what I had to tie everything in. Now immediately my brain jumped to, I should get a new Loungefly. I should get a Winnie the Pooh Loungefly, which amazingly I don't actually have, and that's surprising because a lot of the Winnie the Pooh designs are amazing. There was also a Halloween Pooh Loungefly that was released this year, which was just incredible. But if you've watched the previous Florida outfit vlog, there's already a lot of Loungeflies coming with us. So repurposing it is, and I decided to go with this gold Loungefly that I've got because in my head this is a honey pot. Okay. Does it work? Definitely a honey pot. I think it does tie everything in together, and yeah, I think Pete might have actually killed me if I'd bought another Loungefly just to wear for one evening. I know I wouldn't have just worn it for that evening, but yeah, honey pot it is. So I really hope that you like what we've chosen for our characters and our outfits. I'm so excited to get dressed up and to visit Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I just hope we're not disappointed this time, but as mentioned previously, expectations set. So let's see how we get on. Hopefully it will be a bonus instead. So let me know if you've ever been to Mickey's Not So Scary Party before. If you dressed up, what did you dress up as? Because yeah, we were definitely coming up a little bit stuck for ideas. I know there's a whole myriad of stuff that you could dress up as, but like I say, wanted to try and tie it into a few things we already had or could repurpose for future use. So thanks again for watching. I think this might be the last vlog that goes out before the trip vlogs start, so very excited to share those with you. If you're not already subscribed, then do that now. Give a big thumbs up, it's always appreciated. So thanks again for watching and we'll see you again soon. Bye!